Hello, we're about to play Snowboarding Demo 1.exe. So this appears to be something quite simple. And let's see if this hooks into OBS for us. Hopefully. Alright, we're all set. So something I noticed, I just had to set up OBS real quick before I started playing, but it's press any key. Yeah, it kind of gets you going into the game. It's literally any key. I recommend not doing that because there are a lot of keys that sometimes you want to hit and you don't want to start the game. So in this case, I just hit the Windows key to open up the taskbar so I could get OBS working, and it started the game for me. So that's pretty annoying. Better to just make it spacebar or something, something like that. So not a big deal, but just want to mention it. So immediately, I haven't seen anything past this, by the way, but immediately I noticed the skybox type thing where we are apparently above the clouds, which actually looks pretty sweet. Press any key, I'm guessing it's going to be all keyboard controls. Okay, we got WASD. We're falling. That's really trippy, being like above the clouds. I don't know. Okay, forward is crouch. I like the I like the ponytails. Those are cute. All right, turn in the air with A and D. Huh. Okay. It's a little weird. Use A and D to carve turns. Whoop. Oh, it works. Alright, so space does jump. I'm just kind of holding forward here, so I crouch and presumably go a bit faster. Okay. I pressed and held space, and it did not bring me up high enough. I don't know what the deal was with that. Oh, your little path things are, what's the word? They stay there. I can't think of the word. I have trouble thinking of simple words sometimes. That's okay. Oh, persistent. That's what I want to say. So I'm not sure what was with the jump being so short. That doesn't seem quite right. Oh, I don't know how to make it jump higher. So far, I think the turning feels good. It feels nice and responsive. I mean, maybe it's a little much, but it's certainly not too little, so that's nice. Yeah. But, yeah, the ability to turn left and right in the air like this, I don't think that's nearly as cool as being able to rotate in the air, because if you're going to play a snowboarding game, you want to do your spins, you want to pull off your 1080s and backflips and stuff. It's a lot funner, so I would consider doing that. I obviously pressed that way too soon, but I still don't really get that part, because it seems like, I guess maybe if you time it just right, it'll get up there, but otherwise, I don't know. But yeah, I wanna do my tricks in the air. That would be way more fun. So hopefully the developer will consider that sort of functionality for the future. Really, that animation while you're on the ground looks quite nice. I don't know if that was... I know these days you have all these asset store stuff, but it looks good either way. I fell off, okay. So I thought I was going to make it that time, but I still didn't, so that's really weird to me. I don't know what else. What else am I supposed to do? See, most snowboarding games have you um, kind of crouch down when you press the jump button, and then when you release it, it jumps. So you can kind of hold it down for a bit and then jump. So that's kind of a nice thing. I mean, oh wait, maybe if I do this. Oh, nope. That wasn't it. Oh my goodness. That's really weird. I would expect that the developer would have gotten so far as to test past this point themselves, so maybe it's just me that's doing something wrong. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not a believer that you need to make a game like other games in the genre, that, other games should dictate the way that you should do yours, but I do think that the conventions in other snowboarding games that I've played are worth looking at. So I've played SSX and 1080 Avalanche. Those are pretty sweet games. So yeah. I definitely can appreciate their approach to things. 1080 is cool because it feels more realistic. And SSX is, of course, much more over the top, and you can do like zillions of spins and stuff, but both are cool in their own way. I like 1080 is actually a pretty cool game because it's the fact that you can't do as much. You're a little bit more limited by, oh, there we go, semi-realistic gameplay. I mean, it's not that realistic, but it actually makes it more rewarding to play. Where it's like just little jumps over things and stuff just feels a lot more rewarding. Whereas in SSX, just doing insane stuff is just kind of effortless. So, but they're both fun. Oh, there's a checkpoint. That's appreciated. Interesting. All right, we're still going. There's a little timer at the top. My mouse is on screen. I don't think it shows up in the capture. And what is this? That's pretty cool. The camera's being a little weird, but it's a cool kind of design. I'm not sure why it's kind of flickery with the lighting and stuff. Hold S to slow down and land on the downslope. So slow down in the air. Whoop, too slow. No, now we're not going to make this, are we? Nope. So we have to slow down before we reach that point. Typically, I'm not a big fan of things where you kind of have to memorize the layout. Well, I forgot you had to jump there. You have to kind of memorize what you need to do to get through it instead of being able to kind of dynamically approach things like as you see them. So in this case, that sort of thing where, oh, you have a slow down animation too. That sort of thing where you'll basically never get it the first time. I think that's kind of lame, personally. I mean, some games pull it off fine with those sorts of mechanics, but a lot of times I think it can be less fun. Because it's like you're not really playing as much as you're just trial and error. That's kind of what it boils down to, and I don't really care for that as much. So I guess we do it before we go off. Yeah. Something like that. Jump. I made it. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't that hard. It's just you kind of had to fail at it before you could see what you actually had to do. GG. Woo. See, I want to do like a million spins, but I can't. Okay. Oh, and it just brings us back to... Alright, so I guess it's the game. So yeah, I think you just add in more control elements, you know, being able to jump different heights and being able to spin in the air, things like that, make it a lot more fun and dynamic. Oh, I completely stopped. I did quite like the that big vertical segment. I don't remember if it was behind me at this point or if it's up ahead. I can't like turn the yeah, over there. I think creative level design in a snowboarding game can really elevate it quite a bit, so I appreciate this sort of thing right here. That's all I wanted to say. Oops.